There are two schools of thought on that, for sure. I mean, there's
Absolutely.
certainly. I know the
Your
first thing
opinion.
people say is, "Oh, we're going through wheels." What do you think, man? As we watch 65, 10, 11. Go ahead.
I mean, the kid who did not win the MX vs. ATV tournament at Loretta's was very heartbroken. And I'm pretty sure he spent the 8-hour drive home from Loretta's in the motorhome.
Practicing.
He will not lose next year.
Yes, that's the difference. You can't do motos in the RV on the way home if you lose the real race.
Mental
But
training.
You can
mental
work.
motos.
Yes, you can work on the video game thing.
Alden Baker's got his
Yep.
guys at the end of the day just doing mental motos inside the.
These guys are sitting there.
Yeah, thumb exercises as 65 is underway. Look, I know the obvious thing is to say, the kids should be outside playing. But there is a school of thought that says there are probably kids that weren't really into dirt bikes, don't even really know much about it, and then they play the game, and then they get to know who the riders are in the tracks, and then maybe they actually do want a dirt bike, or maybe they at least watch on TV or want to go to a race, which is good all around. It has the opportunity to introduce people. This is a very small sport, and widen it out a little bit.
Do you know how many 50s I've sold thanks to MX versus ATV?
For reals. They've
For
said
real.
that.
Parents that never rode.
They said their kid played the video game.
Absolutely, and said, well, if we can do this right, we'll give it a try.
It's not across the board, but it is going to happen, and that is cool. Seth Dennis looking on it for another title here. He won one earlier, and he's out front.
Does your kid play the video game? I know you're trying to.
He's a little young for that.
He
He doesn't realize that this is something that he could actually do. Yeah. He sure likes watching them, though, I'll tell you. And we're like, why? I said this before. Why would you want to watch a video game? Well, they jump like 900 feet.
Yeah.
Why would I not?
Yeah.
He was watching one yesterday where they had the X Games style step up, but they were jumping on basically what the roof of this speedway would be.
Wow.
Like in real life, they jump 40 feet. It was 280 feet.
He was watching kids play video games? He wasn't playing video games.
No, he was watching. You go on YouTube.
Wow.
Now, what are you talking about? Those guys, Ninja and all that, it's like guys are making huge money.
Yeah.
I'll get to this race, 65, 7-11, and then I'll have one more thing in the video game deal. Seth Dennis, Canyon Richards. It should be a nice little battle. Richards fell down early in his moto earlier today, so they didn't get to duke it out. Richards in second, going to try to chase him down. Go ahead.
Anytime these two get together, it's a situation. And like you said, a little bit of a situation earlier, went down, didn't get up there and battle, but we're going to see it here now.
You know who Canyon Richards reminds me of, just based on the fact that he always wears a yellow helmet? You remember Justin Bogle always wore a bright orange helmet as amateurs? Wow. You can always tell where Canyon Richards is based on his bright yellow helmet.
I like that.
On the tracks.
All right.
Just a random, pointless factoid.
I won't question Bogle's style. It's Bogle's style. I know it's way beyond my level of understanding, so that's cool.
Yeah. On and off the track.
Yeah. Even the clothes he wears rolling up to the track. 2.8 seconds the gap between Richards and Dennis. Jesse Furtado third, Jonathan Getz fourth, Ronan Thomas fifth, William Sokol sixth, Manuel Dumais seventh, Zane Martin eighth, Carson Wood ninth, Kevin DePino 10th. And by the way, I was going to tell you guys, speaking of video games, in the car racing side, the games have gotten so real in the simulator games like iRacing that teams are now legitimately scouting drivers from the video game because they say it's so accurate, they're not really seeing a drop-off. So Megawatt's crushed right now. He's crushed, but I'm going to bring you back up. What the car teams have realized is, for years we had to figure out, did this kid just have the money to buy the good car and get the good equipment or go to the right event? The video games is total democracy. Everyone has the same opportunity. It's talent versus talent. And instead of like the kid saying, I could have been a NASCAR driver, but his dad spent $1 million and I didn't have any, they're actually finding that this iRacing is so real that they're doing a better job of figuring out what kid's actually good because it's an even playing field.
So you're telling me you can drive for Joe Gibbs?
It's 100% happened.
But
it is 100% happened. So the driver who actually replaced Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the Cup class, he came from iRacing.
Wow.
He did not start driving race cars till 14.
I hear the sound of mom's minivans driving to Walmart right
now.
To pick up.
Now, to do it right at that level, it's iRacing, and you need a whole thing in your house, but it's probably like $700 or $800.
Oh, you have to spend money, and we know how you feel.
Right, but $700 or $800 compared to going car racing, is a bargain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So William Byron, who's racing for Hendrick Motorsports in the top classes, won a race.
That's insane.
Started there, and they say now the only thing left that they can identify that's different between the real thing is the tires, how they wear out and how that makes it feel. That is the last thing that they're trying to get the lasso around.
So they're trying to figure at what rate to loosen up based on tire
Yes.
wear. And
Tire wear
that's
and tear.
incredible.
And they will make air pressure changes in the video game, and they're like, it doesn't feel quite like the air pressure change in the real car. That's the only thing left that they feel feels different than the real thing.
So you have to actually pull in for a pit stop during these video game races.
Dude, so when they have the 24-hour Rolex race here, there are multiple simulator games that go on for 24 hours at the same time. You have to have different drivers, just like in the real thing. Yeah, it's going on. It's coming whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I know where Megawatt stands.
I think it's
Megawatt's
awesome.
old school. Yeah, but at the same time,
You know how much Monster Energy you'd have to drink to play video
yeah,
games?
it's probably
for
good.
4
Probably
hours?
good
Hey.
for the energy drinks.
I was bummed out a couple months ago when I uncrated my 2020 CRF 450 and they added another button. Now they're going to confuse Megawatt with 3 maps, 3 whole shot modes, 3 torque selection modes.
Oh my gosh,
they
yeah,
wanna
you're not an
confuse-
electronics guy.
Listen, I touch one button, the one that makes it start.
Then you're
That's
good.
it, yeah,
Well, you're not
exactly.
even used to that. You want to kick that thing. You're looking for the lever still.
Oh, I still look
Chet
for the
Dennis,
kicker.
yeah, you're still looking for the kicker. No changes in the top 3. Jonathan Getz battled his way past Jesse Furtado a little earlier to take over 3rd.
Richard's within a second of him, though. He's kind of closing in just a little bit, it looks like.
That is true. But look, it went back
Oh.
to 2.5. He made one run at it, got Dennis in sight. Manuel Dumais, there's Richards on your screen. I was just going to say Manuel Dumais rounding out the top 5. There's Richards on the Yamaha, digging deep. Time is almost up for him to go after Seth Dennis. And into the twisties. Looking for the 930. There he goes.
You guys have been watching.
Richards is close.
You guys have been watching this screen all day. Has many people have really taken that outside line in those S turns? Or it seems like most people seem to
split
funnel
lane?
toward the inside. Yeah.
It much like Saturday's racing, no one was taking the split line early in the day. And about halfway through, it started to come into play. The Cullen Park and Seth Hamager battle, right?
Yeah.
They were trying. If you could get that double, if
Well,
you go
other
out
than that-
inside, outside, and you can get the double using the outside exit,
You put a
can
lock
make a
on.
pass.
You put a lock on the dude behind you right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
I guarantee it.
Canyon Richards still trying. He's got it back under 2 seconds now, 1.6. It was 2.5. There's the 930 of your leader, Seth Dennis.
And
And-
Richard's actually running a little faster last time that last round.
The ability for these kids to keep these things percolating
Oh my
for
gosh.
5, 6, 7 laps in this deep sand and stay within 2 seconds of each other. That means they both kept that thing percolating. They both made good shifts. They both hit good lines. Almost impossible to do what these kids are doing.
Oh, Richard just came up way
Yeah.
short right here in front of
He
us.
had to get those jumps, and that's it.
You
Time
can
is
hear-
up, and the checkered flag.